Racing, Cash Person away, not too badly off the inside. Lucha leads out, Cash Person drops across to the rail, going forward the outside. Alamein Panda is there. Between runners two is Alamein Lady. They'd be followed behind these runners then Alamein Tane, Blackford down. Naharis is back and Big Time Conrad at the back. Cash Person leads on Lucha out wide. In behind them Naharis is running on along the rail. Down nicely, Cash Person goes back to back here on Lucha. Then Naharis, Alamein Panda, I think, fourth out wide on the track. Then we had Blackford down, Alamein Tane, Alamein Lady, and right out the back, Big Time Conrad. Race two. And racing. Corborn is out with them, but Hard Merch explodes forward again and goes to the lead. Going after it now was Corborn Kaz, followed through there by Big Time Trev. Corborn Meza, too much to do already. Harry Brown is back with that. So too slipping the inside there was Big Time Mark. Around the corner out wide on the track here is Butterball. In the straight though, comfortably clear as Hard Merch is going to win again on Corborn Kaz. Big Time Trev, Corborn Meza, bit of a procession here. Big Time Mark led in the others, and there's a decent gap back then to Big Time Jane. Back with that was Butterball and Harry Brown. Ready to go. Racing, Big Time Taylor's away well, but Allegro Beatty crosses. Beatty to the lead here on Big Time Taylor. Round the outside, Fear the Beard going forward. Behind these runners then to Corborn Toddy. Big Time Monty is beside that. Round the outside, Opar with Shay and Botany Diane. And back last of all, Crazy Sunday on the corner. Allegro Beatty the one to catch on Big Time Taylor. Followed down there by Big Time Monty and Fear the Beard. Beatty's holding Taylor. Allegro Beatty, Big Time Taylor. Third to go by Big Time Monty. Fear the Beard was the next one in. Followed then by Botany Diane, Opar with Shay. Last pair to greet Corborn Toddy, Crazy Sunday. Underway, Corborn Stick, moderate beginning here. Culvey Den's out well, right beside it. El Jefe trying to take it on, whipping past them. Jamaica Mistake out by 3 lengths here on Culvey Den. Followed around there by El Jefe, who got chopped over on the outside then to Corborn Stick. Further back then, Mitsuta well back on the race then is Sparta Pie. Act Naturally and Nero. Jamaica Mistake, first time to Manawatu will fall in and win from Culvey Den. Corborn Stick is third. Next to go by El Jefe, Sparta Pie, Mitsuta, Act Naturally and Nero. Racing, Braddon begins out in the line. Now he starts to drift, and going to the lead here was Gentleman Tim, and up beside it early too was Autumn Lights, who tries to switch underneath Gentleman Tim. Now they get away about 3 or 4 lengths here on Corborn Kai, and Braddon Begins starts the circle around the outside. Then Corborn Buckles got back with Pacific Sunrise. Gentleman Tim, what's he got in the locker here? Puts 2 lengths on Autumn Lights, and 4 to 5 to Braddon Begins starts the stretch. Then Corborn Kai, further back Corborn Buckle and Pacific Sunrise. Gentleman Tim by about 4. Braddon Begins starts the close. Then Autumn Lights further back, then Corborn Kai, Corborn Buckle and Pacific Sunrise. Gentleman Tim, he's got too big an advantage. Braddon Begins is closing, not fast enough. Gentleman Tim is in. From Braddon Begins, Autumn Lights, then Corborn Kai, Pacific Sunrise and Corborn Buckle. Ready to run. Racing, Corborn Nath is a clear last. It's the Lovely wins the break. Viva La Vixen is handy early up and around the outside here. Big Time Tamak in search of the lead. Hot Dog Shannon gets a run through the inside. Then we got Celtic Rover. Corborn Nath trying to make up for lost time. Further back then, Big Time Racer in a distant last is Dimin Blue Blood. In front here is It's the Lovely. Hot Dog Shannon having a lick. And then we've got Viva La Vixen and Big Time Tamak. Hot Dog Shannon kicks Ed in Rozzo's face and beats It's the Lovely in the last stride. Viva La Vixen third. Next to go by Big Time Tamak. Corborn Nath made up some good ground. Further back then to Celtic Rover, Big Time Racer, Demon Blue Blood. Racing, Big Time Sugar out okay, but Takamori best away. Slow to go was Big Time Fred. Now Big Time Sugar burns to the lead. Spare some time trying to get around the outside of Takamori through the inside. Then we got Big Time Thinker, Big Time JJ outside of that. Couple of links back then. Breeze Attack further back on the race. Big Time Fred and Map My Run who missed it. Big Time Sugar travelling sweetly here. Spare some time trying to close it down. Takamori's running a race then. Big Time Fred. Big Time Sugar beats. Spare some time. Takamori, that was bold. Followed through by Big Time Fred, made up a stack of ground. Then Big Time Thinker, Big Time JJ, last pair in here, Breeze Attack and Map My Run. The lid's up and Big Time Owen's away nicely here, although beside it Dinah Linus goes early. Big Time Forecast next around. Whippy Bale goes past at the inside. That'd be followed back. In fact, it's Beef's Viewpoint in front. Dinah Linus, back in fifth, but trying to sneak through the rails. Further back then, Fancy Fafita, Big Time William. Bev's Viewpoint, will she come back to them today? Wide out on the track is Big Time Owen starting to get going. So's Big Time Forecast and Fancy Fafita. Whoa, I think she just got there. Bev's Viewpoint. Big Time Owen and diving was Big Time Forecast and might have run out of room right near the line. Good three-way go, although I think that Big Time Bev has lasted. Favourite the 8, set. Racing, Taser out fairly well in a good line here. Poking up to, as I know's got out quite nicely. What a Shamozzle trying to hold up on the inside. One in amongst them there, Big Time Rosie, but she's been shuffled now as Toki Girl goes forward. Big Time All Good makes ground. Blackie Chan is back in midfield. The dogs have got shuffled. Big Time Rosie, What a Shamozzle, and you got Rivet right to the back. Taser turns first here. On I Know. The outside Toki Girl, Big Time All Good down the outside, and Blackie Chan. Tasia scores from I Know. Toki Girl, Big Time All Good, followed through by Blackie Chan. Big Time Rosie, You Got Rivet, and What a Shamozzle. Set to go. Racing, Big Time Talker out well and Big Time Brucey out with the field. Talker leads here, Soft Gambler the outside, punching up now, thrilling. Rocky's working into the race, the inside here for Watch My Back. Big Time Brucey's trying to get a run up the centre, be interesting if he can get one. Then Danley Night Out, behind that then to Ace Bale and Tranquil Blossom at the back. Big Time Talker leads, Watch My Back comes the inside, behind them Soft Gambler. Big Time Brucey starts to wind up and thrilling Rocky. Talker kicking and Talker is home from, not really sure. We've got Soft Gambler, Watch My Back, and diving between runners there would have been Big Time Brucey, and I wouldn't like to pick second, third, and fourth, and Tranquil Blossom I'd say is a close-up fifth. Racing, Big Time Caleb steps well, slow to go there. Big Time Dazzler missed it 3 lengths today. So Caleb leads, going forward there was Extrapolate quite quickly. Vince Vaughan's trying to poke up the inside. Around the outside is Frappuccino. Big Time Dazzler charging round the outside. Further back then to Corborn Trixie. Lightem Nash is back and Big Time Rise as well. Big Time Caleb kicks clear on the corner. Extrapolate giving chase. Vince Vaughan's battling away with Big Time Dazzler. Down to the line, Big Time Caleb here on Extrapolate to Vince Vaughan. Big Time Dazzler. Followed across then by Frappuccino. Lightem Nash. They were in a bit of a dodgem session after the line. Big Time Rise was well back with Frappuccino. Racing, Timmy Trumpet last by 4 lengths here and best out Big Time Blue, and Me Jane goes forward early, and Big Time Levi's trying to hold up the inside with Big Time Duggett's outside, and around the outside CIB. Couple of lengths back to Timmy Trumpet, winding past Big Time Flower and Spring Allegro. Big Time Blue leads. Me Jane moves up the outside. Big Time Levi stalks them. Big Time Doug around the outside, and Timmy Trumpet working into the race. Big Time Levi gallops to the lead on Me Jane. Big Time Levi diving to second. I'd say Big Time Doug on Me Jane. Timmy Trumpet did very well to run a close 4th. That'd be followed through then by CIB. Big Time Blue tired again. Big Time Flower Spring Allegro at the back. And racing, Sparta is the slowest to go, and Little Diva wins the break and drives to a handy lead here. Running second is Nipper Joy, is followed through then by Thrilling Cassie. Sparta starts to circle them very quickly now. Then we had Corborn Jazzy, Ebony Jazz as well, Ebony Hayes is well back, Duke Baxter's well back as well. Corborn Jazzy too, if I haven't mentioned it, Kinetic Shadow. Up they come, Sparta taking a while to get past Little Diva, but does. Sparta, Little Diva, then Thrilling Cassie third, Corborn Jazzy 4th to go by. Followed through then by Kinetic Shadow. Then Ebony Hayes, behind them to Nipper Joy and Duke Baxter's the last one to greet. 22.06 the time. Underway. Even field, Corborn Steel's got out okay, and Dora leads, trying to work to second here would have been Totes, and around that then Corborn Steel, and they come away about 4 lengths here on Wellington Wind. Followed through then by Tiger Uppercut. Behind these runners then Corborn Bluey, Sozan's Galaxy and Paris Global's out the back, and Dora leads. Corborn Steel stomping up the centre, and Totes through on the inside. Corborn Steel and Dora. Corborn Steel gets through and scores on Endura. Followed across then by Totes. Next to go by was Wellington Wind, Tiger Uppercut, Corborn Bluey, Paris Global, Sozan's Galaxy. Racing, Tobamore the last one away, getting out nicely was Opawa Harry, going with it here's Boris handy enough, then driving through Lucky Sunday. They come away 2 lengths then on Harkonnen Bale, gets to the rail now, followed around by Corborn Muzzer. Tobamore a lot of work to do, further back to Corborn Jono, and a long last here, well Harkonnen Bale all the way to the back. It was Bark Knoffer of course up closer. Down they come, Opawa Harry is holding, trying to get to it Lucky Sunday. Opawa Harry, Lucky Sunday, followed across by Ears Boris and then Bark Knoffer, apologies there. Further back then to Corborn Muzzer, Tobamore, and distance back to Corborn Jono, and an even bigger distance poor old Harkonnen Bale. Things did not go well for him today.